Hello, Mr. Bratton. I'm going to be walking you through and what went through my brain and how I solved the first problem for algebra fluency. Find the length of the sides of the given triangle. So the first step that I did is I used the Pythagorean theorem formula and I plugged in the expressions into that. And when you're squaring something, you just multiply it by itself. So what I did was COIL them, because I find that that's the easiest method for me. So after I coiled them, I got this huge long expression, or equation. And then I combined like terms and simplified it to make it a much shorter one. Then I wanted to get everything on the left side for the next step. So I subtracted the terms, and I of course subtracted them from both sides. And that's when I got this shorter expression. And for this, the next step is you have to factor it. So what went through my brain is, okay, so what is 35? But remember, it's a negative 35. Sometimes I forget that. So that means a negative times a positive equals a negative. So one of the numbers in the factor has to be a negative. So I chose 7 and 5 for 35. And since one of them has to be a negative, you have to pick which one's going to be the negative. But you kind of know that it's going to be the 7 that is negative, because since it has to multiply to 35 and add to 2, it is 5 plus a negative 7, which basically is 5 minus 7, which is negative 2. So after you factor those, you get these two things, and you want to set them equal to 0. So then you can solve for x. So while you're solving, you get two answers. So for these answers, you have x equals 7 and x equals negative 5. Of course, a line can't be a negative, so you know that the correct answer is x equals 7. And then you want to go back to your triangle, and you want to plug in your new variable, 7, for the x's. So you do 7 plus 2. 7 plus 5, 7 plus 8. And you get your final answer of the length of the sides, which are 9, 12, and 15. Thank you.